Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Ate Aureline, and thank you for joining us today in our homeschooling ongoing learning series. So last meeting, we learned about one of the advantages of homeschooling, and that is we could help our children grow with good health. So just a review of promoting good health to our children when it comes to homeschooling. The opportunity is actually giving us or stressing the importance of giving our children enough sleep, giving them enough water for hydration, and setting up our learning time when they are at their most active. So every children are not the same, no? They're not the same. They have their own active times and they have their own preference of rest times. And when we are able to identify all of these needs, very basic lang sila, no? And magkakaroon tayo ng maximum time of learning with our children. It's actually an opportunity for us not to pressure our children and to keep up with catching their time of when they are most active and most worry-free para hindi naman tayo nagbabangayan when it comes to studying. And they are in their most joyful state that we can insert our learning. Dito ko nga lang nalaman sa homeschooling na hindi pala the whole day nag-aaral ka. Hindi rin dapat the whole day nagsusulat, nagbabasa, ganon. We have to understand na yung mga bata, they are sometimes active at daytime, sometimes they are active in the afternoon. And when we are able to identify that, na a-address natin yung mga need nila. Halimbawa, we need to learn math and weakness nila ang math. And somehow, nagiging frustrating ito when we are unable to identify na pagod pala sila, stressed pala sila, or they're thinking of something else. They want to create something before they would want to proceed with the learning session. So this is part of having good health in homeschooling. Now, just imagine if your child is in the classroom for the whole day, starting from 7 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon. By the time they go home, pagod na sila, and at the same time, gutom na. And they are unable to help anymore or build that habit of assisting themselves in preparing their meals, or at least cook simple meals that could help them to energize themselves back again. So sa homeschooling naman, we are given that time not to pressure our kids, but to give productive times of learning. And today we're going to talk about another advantage of homeschooling, and that is identifying their passion. Sa homeschooling pala, we are able to check with our children or with our learners, ano bang gusto mong maging paglaki mo? And this is a discussion that is being openly and promotingly being discussed kapag nag-homeschooling tayo. Kasi mas na-identify natin ang strength ng ating mga learners or children, and ask them kung saan sila mas interesado. So if they're interested in engineering, if they're interested in law, they're interested in the medical field, or they are interested in forensic sciences or political sciences, these are actually times when mas nai-spend mo yung time mo with your kids and have could explore your options leading towards to what they would want to pursue. Being passionate about something, being driven towards a vision, yun naman ang magandang result ng pag-homeschool. Kasi when they are passionate about something, you know na hindi nila masasayang yung oras nila and skills and talents nila, dahil every skills and talents that they have adds up to what they are really aiming for na maging when they grow up. Like, for example, you will find that kids are enthusiastic with preserving lives of animals. Of course, they would want to be veterinary medicine doctors when they grow up, like vet, like those And whenever we are addressing yung mga questions nila leading towards their passion, mas maiintindihan natin na, ito pala yung gustong maging ng aking anak when she grows up. Ito pala yung gustong maging ng aking anak when they grow up. So when we identify their passion and we finally address yung na binibigay natin yung mga opportunities for them to grow, doon na natin nakikita na, okay, ito yung direction na alam nating hindi tayo ang nag-dictate, but yung mga anak natin ang very passionate about it. That they could spend their time focusing on it, they could see to it that they are accomplishing tasks related doon sa passion and direction na gusto nilang mapuntahan. So remember when you wanted to learn all you could about the things that you are passionate with, or work at it for days at a time. So for example, ako, no, recently I had been doing a lot of handmade journals. Hindi ko alam na possible pala you can make your own notebooks and journals to support your homeschooling journey. And then yung journey na gusto mong i-document lahat ng mga milestones ng inyong mga anak, it's possible pala that you can make handmade ones. And because I am passionate about it, I also learned calligraphy. I recalled my lessons in cursive writing, and all of those, they add up to excellently accomplish things. And hindi lang isang pirasong journal ang nagagawa namin, but we can get, okay. Yes, noted po, Ate Judy. So, hindi lang pala isang skill ang magko-complement sa isang passion. Marami pala. Say, for example, yung sa akin nga, when I was making journals and notebooks, nakita ko yung significance ng skill na nakakapag-cursive ka pa, you're passionate in writing. Kasi yan ang skill na nawawala na ngayon because patok na ang encoding and then automatic printing from the printers. So nung nawalan kami ng printer at nasira, yon nakita ko yung significance na ikaw is na-train kang nagsulat before. And because we are doing formal writing in traditional school, it really complemented my they call it mother culture or mother time. Kailangan kasi itong mother time or mother culture para naman ma-develop mo yung self-worth mo as a parent teacher in your home. Kung wala ka ring ginagawa skill na nakakapag-add sa iyong self-worth, mahirap din na dire-diretsong ikaw ay nagtuturo lang at hindi mo napapansin na you're doing something significant din. So ito ang ginagawa kong very significant today. So I will just let you know and encourage you na if your passion is halimbawa sewing, crocheting, cross-stitching, yung mga skills na yan ang ibinabalik nila slowly sa community natin dahil nawawala na nga. And most of our younger generation are now leading towards technological work, technological advances na hindi na nakikita yung authenticity ng mano-manong trabaho. And whenever we do mano-mano work, we're very passionate about it. We put the time into it and we know that yung finished product is very quality, no? Quality siya. If you notice, I have noticed something nga and there's a woman who posted in the homeschooling channel na gumawa siya ng baby blanket and the baby blanket was hand sewn from old baby clothes ng baby niya before to give to a friend na may baby. And it's so nice na malalaman mo na yung gagawin mong gift is handmade by you. And because you're very passionate about it, you want to learn all the skills that needs to be used para magawa yung baby blanket na yon out from the old baby clothes. Can you just imagine kung paanong pinagtagpi-tagpi and pinagsama-sama yung baby blankets na yun to form one big square baby blanket? Takes time, it takes skill, it takes passion, and it takes what do you call this, thoughtfulness, no? Passion is very critical sa ating part ng life, not only to our children, but also to us as teachers, parent teachers of our children. Kung wala tayong passion, magiging, we will procrastinate. Hindi tayo magiging productive in everything that we do. Dahil alam natin na okay, nandyan na ang mga bagay-bagay, bibiliin mo na lang. Nawawalan tayo ng sense of direction pag wala tayong passion. So many of us would try to squeeze in things we are passionate about. So instead of making them major part of our lives, pinapasok na lang natin as extra-extra ang ating passion kung minsan dahil sobrang busy na tayo. But if we take time to sit down, think things through, makikita natin na, meron pala akong gustong i-pursue rin. So that when our children and our learners will see na tayo ay passionate about something, they will become interested about it, right? So you can give, one of the benefits of homeschooling is that you can give your children the gift of time to explore their passion as well, without fear and without inhibitions. As early as 3 years old, dahil nag-homeschooling kayo, based on my experience, as early as 3 years old, we can learn that it is a privilege to do what God is inviting them to do. Often seen in their passion, like setting aside a cookie. Diba? Ang simple lang. They are very passionate about sharing one of the 3 cookies sa isang pack of cookies. And because they are passionate to share it, they look for the person to whom they're going to give it to. And you notice na hindi, anong tawag nito? They are making new friends because of that passion that they have. Ang simple-simple ng kanilang, ang pure-pure ng kanilang motive, ng kanilang heart to share. And as early as 3 years old, no, napupursue nila yung passion na yan given the opportunity. So, it's wonderful na hindi lang pala ang mga bata ang dapat nagkakaroon ng passion and time to do something. Also, din pala pati parent teachers. Dapat we are pursuing something also. Say for example, slow ang day ngayon dahil bumabagyo, no? I hope everyone is well also dahil lumindol din kagabi, mga 9 o'clock. I hope everyone is okay during those times. But kapag ganitong bumabagyo, alala ko lang yung mga niluluto ni Ate Judy, patok na patok yun kapag umuulan, yung ginataang mais. Yan, when you want to cook those food, hindi ba nagiging curious din yung mga bata? And because they're curious about it, they want to help as well. Little by little, na kukuha nila yung kanilang time to like what you are doing. And then eventually, they get involved in those small things. And nagiging passionate sila about it until eventually sila na yung nagluluto, sila na yung nagpre-prepare, sila na yung gumagawa ng mga bagay-bagay sa bahay. I know it doesn't come overnight when we have the passion. Kasi it needs excellence. So lahat ng mga bagay na passionate tayong gawin, nagiging excellent siya as time goes by. Kapag nabibigyan natin ng oras, napapractice natin every day, nagagawa natin every day. It's really rewarding at the end of the day. Now, paano naman kapag we are identifying the things na gusto nilang maging when they grow up? Nakakatuwa nga yung mga anak ko when they shared, Mom, I want to be a ballerina firefighter. Hindi ba medyo nakakatuwang pakinggan at the moment? And then over time, habang nag-grow sila in age, malalaman mo na, okay, gusto pala nila na maging firefighter. Ganon. Dahil imaginative sila, nakikita nila na, itong passion na to, gusto ko to, pwede kayang i-mix ito ng ganito. Until eventually they will see na, okay, they can be flexible in sports, at the same time, add their exposure sa sports in their pursuit for a profession, like firefighter, like that, or vet med doctor. That. So, it's wonderful na yung homeschooling could give that fun twist on things, and at the same time, we are not shaming our kids kapag sinabi nila na gusto nilang maging cook farmer. Well, in thought, no, possible naman na you can have your own business, and then they will be the one who will plan the food that you're going to cook. And that's actually a good thing, a good start from their passion and thoughts. And then ipapractice nila yon. Eventually, it will materialize the moment na ready na sila to take flight. So everything starts with the passion ng ating mga anak. And kapag um, we join in to their passion, makikita nila na si mama may passion din about something. I want to be like my mom. I want to be like my dad. Very passionate about what they do. Not when they are scared of you. Nasasabi nila, mag-engineer ako dahil gusto ni mama. Mag-nurse ako dahil gusto ni papa. Or mag-doctor ako dahil yun yung course na hindi natapos ng aking parents. Somehow it's very sad, no, when our kids are thinking of us in that way, when ang dapat palang influence natin sa ating mga anak when it comes to homeschooling them is seeing us very passionate at what we do. Magkaiba man ang passion ng ating mga anak, magkaiba rin ang ating passion. I really do hope na makita nila na when we are passionate, determined, consistent, committed sa ating ginagawa, yun sana yung mag-grasp nila. Kasi iba-iba ang field na gustong puntahan ng ating mga. Ito pa nakuha ang kanilang from our commitment to our work, joyfulness, cheerfulness, happiness, contentment sa ginagawa nating work. Makikita nila na, gusto ko rin, joyful ako, cheerful ako sa ginagawa ko. Diba? And kapag ang mga anak natin eventually would say they would want to be police officers. Diba? Sa isip natin as parents, medyo atrasado tayo when it comes to them being police officers. Pero because they want to pursue that, dadalhin nila ngayon yung passion na naipasa natin sa kanila. Okay? Babasahin ko nga lang itong very exciting na message nila Jessie at Tito. You can also message po if you would want. Na ano lang po ako na-intrigue ako. Alright, good morning everyone. Makikinig lang daw si Ate Judy. Si Iya daw, she wants to be a librarian dahil mahilig sa books. Oh, very good. That's actually nice. Very few ang ating mga librarians ngayon, and very few ang mga librarians na magsasabing, this is a good book. I have read it, like in totality of it. And very few ang mga librarian na nag-graduate who would say na check out this chapter of this book. It's exciting. Because when you are passionate about what you do, you not only give an overview of a book, but you share the significance of that book to a certain person to whom you are suggesting it also. No? Okay. And of course, si Jessie naman, pet, dahil mahilig sa animals. Actually, yes, there is a veterinary medicine in Benedict University. And there's also a course in librarian, for the librarian in Benguet State University. Now, kapag passionate naman kayo, you can take the entrance exam after you graduate in your senior high and eventually step up and be a vet for Jessie, a librarian for India. Okay. Yes po, Mami Aurelien. Bata-bata pa po kasi si Weiner. During that time talagang nakakatuwang isipin ang kanilang mga gustong maging when they grow up dahil hindi pa ito nasosolidify. Nagkakaroon sila ng opportunity to explore kung ano man yung gusto nilang maging when they grow up. Q, when he was small, pabago-bago rin. He wants to be a soldier, he wants to be a warrior, he wants to fight for the country. Ganun yung mga gusto niyang maging. Pero right now, na-solidify na ang niyang gustong maging. and has to be an engineer. So there, masasalo natin yung mga gusto nila. And hindi lang po yun. When we could identify yung passion nila, tsaka gusto nilang maging when they grow up, makikita natin na kung saan sila nag-excel, doon tayo nililid ni Lord na pumunta. Hindi niya tayo nilalayo kung saan yung purpose na gusto niyang ilagay, kung saan gusto niyang ilagay yung mga anak natin. You will find na nag-excel sila in, for example, kay Ian, no? Kay Iya, reading books. I'm not sure po ate, ano mo ha, i-verify mo ha kung tama. I think Iya, siya po yung nanalo ng first place sa contest po ng Baguio City Library. So yun in itself, magko-complement siya sa gustong maging nung magbata kasi nag-excel siya doon eh. So pag nag-excel siya, may mga avenues na na-open, doors na na-open in order for her to explore it even more and mag-explore pa siya and be excellent in what she does. Until eventually, i-carry niya yon when she grows up and yun na, yung kanyang magiging role. No? So, hindi rin natin nililim, tama daw ako. Okay, praise God. Yes, so congratulations, Iya. We're always happy to know yung mga nag-excel sa area kung saan sila passionate. Kasi kapag nililid natin yung mga anak natin in a different direction, when we see clearly na they are passionate in an area, sobrang sad. Sobrang sad para sa mga bata na, yes, opo, congratulations. Sobrang sad para sa mga bata dahil nalalayo sila sa talagang gusto nilang gawin. Ano? Hindi naman nalilimitahan yung mga ginagawa ng Panginoon para sa kanila. Sinabi natin, for example, librarian na siya, doon na siya. Hindi. Actually, nakakapag-witness pa rin sila in every area, no? Public man or private man yan, any profession man yan, there is always an avenue for them to witness for the Lord, no? Kahit sabihin natin, hindi, wag yan kasi libro lang ang kaharap mo. Take note, no, hindi yan totoo. There are a lot of avenues for when everybody can excel in areas, including pati yung calling ni Lord sa kanilang buhay. Ano? So ngayon, yung kay Weiner, no, pabago-bago pa lang. For sure, pati kay Ronan, tama ba? I forgot the name of the adding of Weiner. Na-meet ko kasi siya kahapon. Renon or Ronan, something like that yung name. Ate Arlene, pakicorrect na lang. You will see na, challenging pa lang sila when they are younger. Pero take note, nasa gilid lang sila, nag-iingay man sila, or Ronan, yon. Malakas man ang boses nila, hindi mo alam. They are learning from you. They are checking how passionate you are, and then eventually masasabi nila, Mama, I remember you're doing this. Mama, I remember we traveled in this place. And then maalala ko, gustong-gusto mo itong ginagawa and I always see your smiles. And whenever they say that, nagka-grab pala sila ng opportunity to learn from you on how to do things, what to do, and how to react on things or how to display godly behavior when challenges comes, no? So when we are passionate about things, we know na dadalhin tayo ni Lord dun sa mga avenues na kung saan ililid tayo ni Lord sa mga courses, no? Kaya right now, kung worried kayo sa mga path ng mga anak ninyo, never fear kasi nasa sa kanila na yon. The Lord has gifted them and prepared them for that work na gusto ni Lord na gawin nila. Okay? Kung yan man ay medical field, yan man ay simple, humble librarian, simple teacher, or veterinarian, doctor man, soldier or firefighter man, or kahit na driver lang na ambulance. Diba? Those are important works na kailangan ng ating community. And when we know that and have identified that, alam natin na todo support tayo sa mga bata. And at the same time, our prayers are with them too. Diba? So, sobrang exciting na we can explore. Because of homeschooling, we can now have a further discussion with our children na, anak, ito, would you want to do this? Would you like to explore on this? And sila na mismo magsasabi, no, mom. Yes, mom. Of course, nanay. Yes, nanay. Diba? Okay, so nanay Aurelie. Gustong maging backhoe operator, mahilig sa backhoe. Oo, nadaanan ko rin yan, ate. um, it's nice din ano na gusto nilang maging contractor. Oh, ha? Yes, contractors nowadays are sila yung pinaka actually may kaya, hindi lang may kaya, pinakamayayaman. They're the ones being tapped by the government to repair our roads. Yung recent nga na landslide dito sa Halsema Highway, yung papunta ng places there sa may papuntang Bugyas, Bukod, yan, Mountain Province. Merong highway dyan na landslide and they need those backhoe operators, they need those contractors, they need those laborers to fix those roads. And every passion ng ating mga anak, there is a place for them to excel and to shine, no, in the area that they would want until eventually ang kanilang passion is napupursue nila. Okay? Naalala ko si Kirk Cameron, if you're familiar with him. He's a Christian actor, an actor who portrayed the husband in the Fireproof movie. Siya kasi may anak sila, or 6 or 7 yata yung anak nila. And one of his daughter would like to pursue arts nung bata-bata pa. And then he was not planning anything grand when it comes to art. Siya pa nga yung nagsabi na, okay, that profession or that passion is really pricey, expensive yan when it comes to arts. But you know what? When she grew after senior high niya, she went to Paris. She rented a space in Paris and displayed her arts there. And eventually she excelled there overseas. And you'll never know, no? Kung ang passion nila, it will lead them to be a business owner like yung anak ni Kirk Cameron is now a very famous exhibitor sa Paris. It's wonderful. The challenge is big. Yes, it is. But if our children are really passionate about it, God can make things happen and open windows of opportunities for them to pursue yung passion nila. And now she's a very successful exhibitors and display studio. Her studio is now a display area for exhibits ng mga paintings, photography, takes, anything that is art related. See that? And at the same time, yan ang kanyang source of income. Diba? So ako naman, wow, nakakatuwa naman. Oh, diba? And ang dami-daming pwedeng ma-discover na possibilities na areas na gusto ng ating anak when they are passionate about it. Of course, saan manggagaling ang passion? Sa ating mga parents din because they are observing us on how we do things, who to run to kapag tayo ay nagkakaroon ng roadblocks and problems along the way. Hindi naman natin masasabing passionate tayo 100% every day, always. Meron at meron tayong battles na kailangang harapin. And that is when we run to the Lord, makikita nila when we are passionate we are passionate to pursue the Lord, they will also be passionate to pursue the Lord in the passion that they want to pursue as a profession, as a business owner, as a professional, as an employer, or as an employee. So yan, napaka-exciting ng ating homeschooling journey. Hindi ko nga alam na ito is one of the advantages of homeschooling until I explored it deeply. Nakakatuwang malaman na may ganito palang advantage ang ating homeschooling. Next naman is exercising imagination and creativity. So ito, we will discuss it next meeting on how we can actually promote problem solving with our kids in real life situation, in workbooks man, in school works man, or home school works, in conflict resolution. Meron din palang creativity when it comes to people na kailangan natin i-approach when there is misunderstanding, no? So, it's amazing how we can do this in our homeschooling journey. So, yan po ang ating next discussion, next meeting, exercising imagination and creativity. Dito po maalala ko yung book na The Little Prince. Nung nag-start kong binasa yung Little Prince na yun, it's actually a very intriguing story of a kid whose imagination died because of what the grown-ups have told him. And we don't want our children to lose their imagination, to lose their creativity when it comes to difficult situations in life. So atin pong tatahakin at i-discuss ang mga bagay na ito next week. Salamat po sa inyong participation. It's nice to see and to know Iya, Jessie, and Ronan, of course, and Weiner, and all of those plans na gusto nilang maging when they grow up. So I pray na everybody will be well equipped and prepared for that path that the Lord wants you to take, and may His favor follow you all of the days of your lives. It's so nice po to know that you are here, and looking forward po to see you tomorrow for the continuation for Read Aloud. So remember to join us, and malapit na hong matapos ang ating libro, and we are so blessed na nabasa natin ang Pilgrim's Progress, no? And I really appreciate kung ano yung passion ni Iya about reading books, kasi pag natapos mo ang libro talagang you own it already, you know the story, balik-balik na rin man yan, ikaw ang mag-verify na nabasa ko ito, tama, meron yung part na yan, or hindi, wala yan. Yung mga ganon, you can verify it, and at the same time, you can suggest it to others, other kids who would want to read it too. Okay? God bless po and thank you. Have a great day. Enjoy your breakfast po. Paalam.
Thank you.